Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. If you want to know how evil jinns and demons interfere in your daily life, then don't skip this video. Watch it full. Thank you. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم من همزه ونفخه ونفسه أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من كل شيطان عامات من كل عين لامات كلهن من شر ما خلق. Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are safe and sound in the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are watching Haqaiq TV and I am your host Shuaib Syed with some new interesting and informative facts. In many books based on the topics of jinns, their existence, creatures, and their types have been highlighted. But Professor Muhammad Abdullah Bhatti Sahib has mentioned their 11 groups. While mentioning the activities of jinns in his book called Sarmaya Darwesh, he states, these jinns are spread far and wide in this world and harass humans from time to time. The first group of jinn amongst these 11 group of jinns is a type of jinn that causes mischief. This type of jinns takes up residence in houses and abandoned buildings and attempts to frighten and causes pains and suffering to the residents of the house through giving them nightmare, as well as causing issues and problems through the day. Sometimes bricks and stones are thrown at the residents of the house. They throw feces and dirt, etc., throwing and smashing things in the house and setting fire to clothes and belongings. Sometimes you'll find torn clothes, cut clothes, and splashes of blood on the walls. They destroy the blessing of the houses and shops. The second group includes the type of jinns such as devils, who impose themselves on humans, causing their health to deteriorate and suffer from severe incurable diseases that cannot be treated at all by the medicine of the sages and doctors. If the jinn of this group affects a particular part of a human body, then that part becomes limp and paralyzed and useless, or a wound appears on it. Hazrat Ayub, peace be upon him, says, the devil has touched me and made me suffer from pain and torment with his demons. The jinns of this group can be conquered by imposing on humans through the sifli amals and black magic, which keeps humans suffering in various ways. People of India, China, and Tibet have this type of subliminal function in abundance. The jinn belonging to the third group often make their homes in cemeteries and their surroundings. These jinnats are physical companions of humans in life. After death, after being separated from the elemental existence, they hover over the graves of the deceased people for some time. This belief is generally found amongst Hindu people that after death, the soul of the dead becomes ghost and sometimes imposes itself on the loved ones and relatives of the dead. Therefore, when these people go to the cremation ground to cremate their dead, they exaggerate by changing their clothes and attire to such an extent that after their death, they shave their heads, beards, and mustaches so that the ghost of the dead cannot recognize them after death. The fourth group of jinns hangs around meat shops and slaughterhouses and obtain its food from the blood and bones of the animals, etc. As Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, said, bones, dung, and coal is their food. The fact of the matter is, jinnats do not chew bones, dung, and coal as their food, but their food is found in the gases released from them, such as phosphorus and carbon. The fifth group of jinnats circle in the air like birds. The jinns of this group used to carry the throne of Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam, peace be upon him. If these type of jinnats are conquered, they make their agent travel to different countries. The jinnats of this group can fly in the air. This type of jinnats are found in the Tibetan region. The sixth group of jinns is originally a flamey, fiery type. And if the jinn of this group is imposed on a person, the patient eats embers and swallows flames. The perpetrators of these jinnats enter the fire and play with it and come out safe and sound. When the jinns of this group touches the body of a person, leaves a burn mark and body stays hot like fire, even if you place it in the icy bath. The jinns of the seventh group often live in forests, gardens, and fields, and trees, and bushes, etc. The jinns of these groups are different shapes and form. Some of them are very small and some of them are very big and powerful. These jinns also impose themselves on young girls and married women and have sexual relation with them like humans and do great harm so they can't conceive. The eighth group is the adulterous and lecherous group of jinnats who impose on young men, women, boys and girls and give them wrong incentives. Luti jinnats of this group who commits acts of sexual intercourse with men in both active and passive form. These jinnats dominate the people. They do not refrain from the act in any case. Due to their lustful domination, some people turn their backs on their beautiful wives and act against the natural order day and night like crazy. And they don't even feel shy. And in some cases, they are found to do this shameful and humiliating act to others till they die. Some men also do this unnatural act to their wives. The jinnats, demons of this group, also often adulterers. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect everyone from the jinns of this group. The jinns of ninth group impose themselves on humans and make them sick while leeching on their blood. They are also imposed on animals. They often give preference to milk of cows, buffaloes, goats, and sheep. These type of jinns are often imposed on people and animals, and their siblings start dying. These jinns have a great influence in the decrease in milk and butter of animals. The jinns in the 10th group penetrate into the idols and cause idolatry, shirk among the people. Whenever their priests neglect to fill their post or perform their daily duties of salutation and sajda, these jinns impose themselves on them and on their families, persecute them and make them suffer. Some ask for offerings and sacrifices. The 11th group includes the jinn who brings news to priests, sifli amals, subordinate officials, or assist them in performing tricks. And this is how business of the sifli amals and black magic is run. These type of agents and sifli amals are filthy like their evil jinns and surround themselves with dung and filth for their sake. Dear viewers, I hope you have found this video interesting and informative. Keep sharing love and blessing. Stay safe and happy. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all. A huge thanks from me, my team, Iqra Production and Haqaiq TV. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.